Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mukhar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that teach us this word. And shalom unto the hopeful elect upon the four corners of this earth. Let's try and make it up out of here. So this lesson I want to bring out is going to be about keeping your focus in this truth. You got to keep your focus in this truth. That's constantly. At straight out the gate, as an example, look at the apostles. The apostles have kept their focus on nothing but this truth for decades now. And that's not an exaggeration. They've been keeping their focus on this truth for decades. You know? You gotta have tunnel vision in this faith. You gotta have tunnel vision in this truth. You gotta have your tunnel vision, your eyes set on that prize, set on that goal of making it out of here. That's what your focus gotta be on. Your focus, your focus has to be on your job first of all. Your focus had, if you call yourself a prophet, you call yourself a man of the Lord Yahweh, you got to make sure that you're keeping that focus on your job as a man of the Lord. How do you do that? By feeding the flock. You got to keep your focus on that, because this truth isn't it isn't a pastime. This truth is a lifestyle. Once you have this faith, once you're in this faith, once you're in this fight, this is your life, as long as you make it so. But you got to make sure that you're staying focused and staying away from distractions that could take you out of this fight. You got to make sure that you're staying away from those distractions that can make you lose your focus, and those distractions are things in the flesh. If we keep in our if you're keeping your focus on this truth, that means that your mind is set on the things of in the spirit. You got to make sure that your mind is set on the things in the spirit. I want to get Romans chapter 8 verse 5. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit." So if you're letting things of this world sway you from this truth, and you're losing your focus on that goal, you're losing your focus on trying to make it up out of here, trying to be a steadfast soldier for the Most High, then that means that your mind is set on the things of the flesh. You got to get back, you got to get that focus back, you got to get that tunnel vision, you know? Here, as a matter of fact, speaking of that tunnel vision, I want to get Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25. It says, "Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil." So that's that tunnel vision. You got to keep pressing forward constantly. It says, "Let thine eyes look right on, and let thy eyelids look straight before thee." That's that tunnel vision. You don't got your eyes set on nothing else. This is your life. This is your lifestyle. This is what you're supposed to base your life around. About everything in life, you're supposed to constantly have that mental about everything that you go about in life. You're supposed to constantly go about it in the spirit. You're supposed to go about it with the with the Holy Spirit in mind, you know. But you got to make sure that you're keeping your focus. This truth is supposed to be your life. It's supposed to be your lifestyle. This isn't something that that's a part-time job, and you do this truth when you have to, and when you're not doing a lesson, or when you're not on the highways, you're going right back to doing what a person in the world would do. That's not what this. That's not what being in this truth is. If you're in this truth, that means that you're in this. You are in this fight constantly. You're constantly battling at all times. You're constantly trying to do better. Constantly trying to get better. But if you want to keep your focus at any time, right now is the time. Prophecies are popping off left and right. every single, almost every single day. If it's any time to keep that focus, it's right now. At all times, but the right now is that time to keep that focus. You got to keep your eyes set. You got to keep your eyes set on that goal. You know. I'll get Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. It says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things." That's what it's saying to keep your mind upon. You know, that's what it's saying to to keep your eyes set upon those things that are true, honest, just, pure. You know, you got to keep your eyes set on that goal. You got to keep your eyes set on that prize of getting saved up out of here. You got to set your eyes on being able to stand this truth. You know, you every day you should look for an opportunity to do better. You should focus on an opportunity to get better, to to win your next encounter of whenever a demon tries to jump on you, or whenever an obstacle gets thrown your way. If you're keeping that focus, then you're constant. You should be looking for those challenges. You should be looking for those opportunities to get better, because then you're keeping your mind on the things that you're supposed to keep your mind on. Those things that have virtue, you're supposed to think on those things. You know, you're supposed to constantly keep your focus on getting better, keeping your focus on, again, keeping your focus on the spirit. If you're of the spirit, then your mind is gonna be on the things in the spirit, like Romans 8:5 says. I'll read it again. Says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit." Is saying that if you're after the spirit, that means you're chasing it. That means you're seeking it out. You have your mind set on it. Your focus, that tunnel vision, is on the spirit. Then your mind is going to be on the things of the spirit, because you're looking for that. But if you're letting these distractions get you, whether it be women, money, people in the world, or just fatigue in this truth, that's a distraction. If you're starting to get lazy, if you're starting to have that fatigue, that's a distraction in itself. That's a demon on you, because you're supposed to constantly, again, this truth is a lifestyle. There is no fatigue. This is your life. You're supposed to, you gotta shake that off. If you're getting that fatigue, if you're getting that uh that burnout, you're supposed to shake that off. That's a demon trying to throw you off your game. You know. Here, let's get First Peter. I'll just search chapter 5, because I can't remember exactly what verse to. Let me see. Here, I'll start at verse 2. It says, "Feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind." So this scripture was that, in the context of what was going on, the elders were directly being talked to, but this is how everyone in the truth should have their mindset. It says, "Feed the flock not of constraint, but willingly." you know Not for filthy lucre, which is I can't remember the exact definition of filthy lucre, but lucre is money. Not in this saying, not for filthy money, but of a ready mind. That's another distraction, money. And that's how people in the church, that's why pastors, that's why a lot of pastors in the church even do what they're doing, because they're making money off of it. They're not doing this because they have a focus on doing what's right, because they have a focus on wanting to be a servant of the Most High. Their focus is on that bag. Our focus isn't supposed to be on that. The scriptures say that you can't serve the Most High and mammon. Mammon is treasures, riches. You can't serve both. You got to keep your focus on the Most High. Keep your focus on the things that that are right. You know. So here I'll go down. Uh, it says here I'll go to verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." So it's saying be sober and be vigilant. You gotta constantly keep that focus. Um you gotta constantly be sober minded with your focus towards this truth. Because Satan, he's looking to see who he can throw off his game. He's looking to see. He knows our flaws that we have. But again, if you're looking for that opportunity to do better, if you're looking for that opportunity to fix your flaws, you're going to be ready. That means that you're setting your mind on the spirit. If you're looking for those opportunities to get better, you got that tunnel vision to see where you can fix yourself, when you can fix yourself. So when Satan tries to throw you off your game by using your weaknesses against you, by using distractions against you, you were already looking for that. You were already ready for that. You already had your focus on that matter in itself. So you're gonna be able to get past that and continue to push forward towards the mark. We gotta constantly, every single day, press toward the mark. You know. So yeah, to all you Akim out there, everyone listening, keep your focus on the Most High. Keep your focus on your job so that we can make it up out of here. This fight is almost over. We're getting into some rough times. Things ain't finna be easy. This is the time. If there was any time to get right, this is the time right now. This is the time to get your focus all right. This is the time to get that tunnel vision. You know, get get your focus, get that focus right before it's too late. But hey, with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, B'char Kodash, and hey, Shalom.